Yes, mounts are making you stronger, but not enough to actually save you. They give you boosts, but nowhere near the level of the other system. And by system, I mean, for example, rings or, for example, the gear. Here's what they add, where they fall short, the free-to-play versus WoW effect, and when to actually invest. And I'm going to start with the real bonuses. They add damage, reduce damage, and add passives. So if I go over the mounts, obviously the attributes is not going to be the thing, but still is something in extra, you know. Even though the attributes is not that crazy, something in extra, but the traits is something that people may actually look over. The mount system is also giving you endowments, which can go crazy, but still compare it to the system that is actually gear. So if I go over the gear, right now I'm in the Pioneer server, so I have no rings in general. I'm going to just buy this one, equipped and upgrade. So can I just hold my button and just hold the finger, and you see the normal attack damage. This is level 40, by the way. The normal attack damage is 21%, something that one of the traits of my horse was actually giving me. And this is, I'm not including the effect this ring are giving. So rings definitely can outperform the, and you can go over and over. It's like 24, 25, 26, troops attack, level 50, and we can actually continue. So compare it to the ring system, definitely the mounts is one idea less. Even with the dormants that is giving you something in extra on point of troops defense or attack, reducing damage. I mean, if I go over the passives, by the way, we're going to see this is the mounts, and the mounts are having the dormants. Okay, let's say the dormants are having the swordsman defense. Here can be swordsman attack, swordsman defense. The good news here is you can actually pick which one you're looking for. Obviously for swordsman it's going to be good idea to have more defense in general, but yeah, it's going to give you some health and troops damage taken reduction. This is what I'm talking about. Now if I check out some other adornment which is based on the attack, and this one is actually a mythical one with attributes reroll. Mythical one is going to give you cavalry attack, still health, and skill damage. Here is actually skill damage, which is very nice, especially for Wubu. It's very nice one. And here I just picked this one. Okay, I didn't put thinking over this spell, so don't write in the comments like, yo Burgers, you should pick this one or that one. It was just for a video, this one, and the whole mechanics, how hard it is actually to make this bot rage, scaling and etc, just to show the path of the people. I get this one, but compared to the other system, yeah, I think the rings is way better, especially the skill that the ring is having is way better. Now in this situation, it's increased the hero secondary strike skill activational chance by 5% every 6 seconds, and has an 100% chance to get double attack for 3 seconds. I mean, this is a game changing. And that's not all. If we go and get some for example the head, if we equip this one, this is one from the 4 items you can put on this hero. And if we go and upgrade to see swordsman defense, we're going to just continue upgrade this thing. This is a single bonus, but it's a very decent bonus, and it's outperforming what the dormants of the horses are actually giving. Now if I want to gem or star up this thing, I can just click on the advance. I'm going to confirm, and I'm going to get the first thing at ascent, and we're going to go to 1 star over this helm, and we have a chance to get some gems over this thing. Hero unit capacity by 1150. I make a video about from where you can get some extra capacity for your heroes, and this is inlay, cancel, and blah blah blah. So you know, you can get swordsman health bonus, which is going to be way bigger. Swordsman defense still can be progressed. Unit capacity, this is something very nice to have. Damage taken reduction, swordsman damage taken reduction. So you see how many stuffs you have here compared from what you having, and you have 4 spots. I mean, I can actually put the bracers, I can put the chest, I can put the legs. All these things together is just better system. If I can say that this gearing system is going to give you better stats and boost from the adornments. Obviously, the adornments is having this something like a skill that you're having, the special effects. Here you can see what you can have. Starlink, bruh, Starlink. When the mounted hero activates, you can see what you can actually get as a mythical stats. 151 strategy bones, which is not that bad. 60% chance to deal strategy damage to the primary target. 150 is not something crazy or game changing, but still is something that you get as an extra. But you have to make a lot of these items till you get the right stats, because it's on random. Look at this thing, it's basically on random. You don't know which one is going to be the one, and to make each of this one you have to spend 10 of these meteorite steel. So compared to the other systems, for me, at least from my personal opinion, I think is just falling behind. It's not something game changing that you get some crazy horses and you become unstoppable in the battlefield. There is still systems in Age of Empire Mobile that is better from this new one. And this is the real damage and bonuses that the horses are giving. When they're failing, they don't match the gear or rings in power. This is, I think, the fail. I mean, yes, we're having a power creep, don't get me wrong. This is something that is in extra for your already existing systems and heroes. This is in extra. They're going to boost it. They're going to become more stronger. And if you have good adornments, or maybe you get a lot of these iron ores to level up the adornments, and you get some good horses with the good traits, obviously it's going to be extremely effective. But compared to the other one, they just little fell behind. Now, if we talk about free to play against whales, a whale with mythical mount already is basically winning. And I actually show you one of my horses. I don't know, I think I didn't actually show you guys, but this is a dark, meat dark, and dark is having mounted hero normal attack damage increased by 20%, 20% more attack. Obviously here we're going to get might and strategy, we don't care about this. But if you have a mythic skill here, it's not only for, I think, for legendary ponies, but for example mythical skill on epic horse is just going to be a game changer. It's just going to be game changing, period. This is what I think. So whales is definitely going to get better boost. Now they already have the better boost because getting the gear and getting the rings is something that requires very big grinding, okay, and a lot of luck. But with the horses, I think the gap is going to increase. But since for me the Raging Grounds is not big system like the rings and the gear, I think it's not going to make that brutal change, but still is going to make a change between free-to-play players and whales. And I think this is in general about the mounts in Age of Empire Mobile and how they're going to shape the whole gameplay in this game. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think the horses is something underrated, undervalued, and they can become absolutely game changer crazy stuffs? Obviously they're game changer because, you know, they provide some stats, and this can boost the whales, for example, the power, and the free to play is going to slowly grind this thing, because those things to be achieved. Desert Desolate, I only see this one, and this obviously event where you can go and compete. Your alliance, if they rank top some top 10, you're going to get a single one of this thing. And if you go and try to search for the horses, you have like, where is the percentage? You have 0.03%. Right now I make like 1000 draws and I have like 0.11%, but the percentage here is crazy. Whoa. And you get one from this event. So I don't know how many is going to be in the bundles, but it's game changing. But compared to the other system, I don't think it's that game changing. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share your thoughts, what you think based on the information I give you. Wish you a great day and see you in the next video.